Okay, now here's this part. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Good evening where I am. Good afternoon, good morning, good whatever, whenever you're watching this too. Whether you're watching this live or when it's archived, hello, greetings. It's March 5th. You can hear me, right? Yeah. All right, March 5th, 2023. Live streaming. What is today? Sunday too, so you know, pretty chill day of the week, at least for me. Yeah, I was gonna try and stream yesterday, but I didn't get around to it because I was working. So, and I was friggin' tired after my shift was over. I was exhausted. I took like a 2-hour nap afterwards, and I just didn't feel like streaming yesterday. So, well, here we are, streaming today. And I think another thing I'm going to start doing too is announcing certain live streams on social media and on my YouTube and stuff like that, and maybe even scheduling the live streams on Twitch, because you know Twitch has that like schedule tab where you schedule all of your streams. I think I'm gonna start doing that because my girlfriend's sister, Paula, who was commenting and hanging out on the last stream I did a couple days ago, suggested that I start doing that, and I think she's absolutely right. So I think I'm going to start doing that. I didn't announce this stream, though, because this stream is potentially going to be a little bit boring. I don't know. I know that's a great way to sell the stream right at the beginning of it. But I said in my last stream that, normally what I do on these streams is I hop on and I do some beat making. But the beat making has not been going very well lately. I haven't really been that inspired lately to make beats on stream. All the beats I've made on stream, at least in my opinion, have been kind of subpar. And I mean, hey, that's how you know it's not scripted or anything. I mean, I really am just coming on here and winging it. I just haven't really been feeling the beats I've been making the last couple streams. So I think what I said last stream is I was going to switch it up a little bit and do some sound design on this stream, which again, it could potentially be a little bit slow, a little bit boring, because sound design can get very meticulous, and you're just watching me work with the same drum loop over and over again, like programming the drum hits, doing all the mixing. Same thing with like synth presets or guitar presets or whatever. I don't know. It might be really cool. It might be a really good insight into like my workflow and stuff like that. Or it might be really boring. I don't know. But I just wanted to try something different. I'm still very new to this whole live streaming thing in general. So, I'm still kind of feeling my way around. And these streams don't get that many views anyway, at least at this point. I'm hoping that changes over time. That's why I'm trying to kind of do these a little bit more consistently and frequently. 2-3 times a week is a lot for me. So I'm trying to just do these streams as much as possible to hopefully grow, as much as I can with streaming, because I would much prefer to do live streaming than like YouTube content creation, because as I've complained about numerous times over the last couple days, the YouTube videos take a very long time to edit and put together. But anyway, I digress. I think that, this stream could be really cool, or it could be really dumb, or it could be somewhere in between. And I might still end up making a beat. Maybe, this has happened during my sound design sessions before, is I'll be sitting here making a synth preset or whatever, and I get really inspired by it, and it sounds really cool, and I end up making a beat just like kind of on the fly, or just a little loop or whatever. So I mean, I might still make some music today, but I think, yeah, I've just been, I don't know, like the last couple months, I've been, I made my beat tape, Long Valley tapes, that came out at the end of December. And man, in preparation for that beat tape, I was making beats, songs every single day for like 4 months straight. I mean, I was just going crazy. My creative juices were just flowing. I was so inspired. And I think I kind of burnt myself out because ever since I finished that beat tape and released it, holy crap, I've slowed way down on my creative output. And again, I think that's kind of shown a little bit with some of the beats I've done here on stream. Is my beats just haven't been that good. And as soon as I finished that beat tape, I just like, all my ideas just went out the window. So, you know, I've been kind of trying to switch things up a little bit, focus on other areas. I've been getting back into guitar, been getting back into working on my singing and performing, because I'm hoping to do some open mics around this area, kind of get myself out there a little bit more with live performance on my local music scene. So, you know, I've been kind of working on other things besides beat making and recording and producing. I've still been making music over the last few months, and I am planning on releasing some more music sometime later this year. Don't know when. I mean, just, you know, hopefully sometime this year. And, you know, I'm already kind of working on like the next project and stuff like that. So, you know, I am still working on music, but it's way slower. I'm not like making beats or making songs every day like I was for, a few months ago for the beat tape. I'm kind of slowing down a little bit and working on other stuff like guitar and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, that was a lot of exposition, but I think I've kind of set the scene here, kind of laid out the groundwork of what this live stream is going to be. And I think let's just kind of start sound designing and doing some stuff. I just realized too that I'm going to be sound designing with my headphones. And as I said a couple streams ago, my ears are not very attuned to my AKG headphones that I use in terms of mixing and stuff like that. I'm very used to my speakers. I have KRK Rocket 5s, and I'm very used to the way those sound, and I do all my mixing and mastering on these speakers. So, you know, I'm going to be making samples and stuff with my headphones, so I hope that they sound okay and are usable for future sessions. I guess I can always return and, you know, fix that stuff later if it sounds bad. But, yeah, all right, anyway, I'm going to open up Ableton right now. I don't have it opened up yet because I'm slacking. And then I'm going to get my live streaming stuff all set up. Yes, sir. And let's just make sure that audio is coming through. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. So I think we're ready to go. I need to, yep, my speakers are turned down. I'm gonna grab my headphones. And we'll just kind of get started on some stuff. So here we are in Ableton, good old Ableton. I have no idea where I want to start. Let's go ahead and look at the presets that I have created. Let's look for any gaps in, you know, stuff that I need. I have a mastering chain. Oh, that's Udemy. Acoustic shredding, bass DI, bluesy guitar tone, dark bass. God is Woman guitar tone, Kenny beats, lo-fi drums, mix master utilities, Rat. I have a 303 vinyl simulator made with stock Ableton plugins. I think I mentioned that in my most recent YouTube video. And now I have the real thing, so I don't really need this anymore. That's kind of funny. Although I guess this would be nice to use if I'm on the go. Probably not going to bring my 303 with me everywhere I travel. Super reverb, telephone compress, Thundercat, tones, vocal chain, warm jazz. Okay, so I can already kind of see a gap. So I think I mentioned in my last stream that a guitar tone that I really gravitate towards is like a wah kind of a guitar tone. So maybe let's try and, you know, mess with that a little bit. Let me grab a guitar and a cable really quick. Oops. All right. I think I'll use my Telecaster because I love how twangy it is, and it works really well with this auto envelope wah type stuff. Uh-oh. We're already getting tangled here. That didn't take long. All right. Let's go ahead and input. And we are a little out of tune. I mean, that's not super important for what we're doing right now, but tuner. I guess we are a little more in tune than I thought. That G's a little flat, B's a little flat. Yeah, okay. And something that weird that happened to my Telecaster too is the pickguard warped. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not flush against the body anymore. It's got a little give to it. It warped while I was out of town a couple months ago, and I looked up how to fix it, and I think I'm basically going to have to bake it in the oven for 2 minutes with a flat, like, baking, you know, those clear things that you put, like, brownies in or whatever, like, you know, that kind of stuff. I forget what it's called. I'm not very kitchen cooking savvy at all. My girlfriend takes care of a lot of that for me. When it comes to fancy stuff, like, you know. Anyway. What was I saying? I don't remember. I mean, I do remember, but okay. Whatever. Yeah, so I need to bake I need to put the since it's made out of plastic, obviously, I need to put the pickguard in the oven with, like, a thing weighted over it so it flattens back out. Really a little scary, if you will, but anyway, let's go ahead and Chrono MTC says, "Hey man, hello, how's it going? Glad to see you here. Hope you're doing good." Thank you, man. I've been doing pretty good. I've been doing pretty chill. Hope you're doing good as well. You tuned into the last stream and appreciate that. This is just a sound design stream. I mean, I know that it says that in the title, but this is probably going to be a pretty chill stream of me just messing around with effects. I'm not really going to be doing any beat making, so this might be really boring. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'm making a preset right now for wah guitar. Which is a tone that I use a lot. And we'll probably just do it like about that much. Doesn't really matter. Bring this in here. See, I'm just making a preset right now, so when I do make a beat, I can just pull this preset up and have my wah guitar ready to go. So I am going to compress this guitar a little bit. I should probably use a pick too, because that's a lot of compression. That's way too much. Yeah. My cat is meowing very loud. Back off that threshold a little more, and I am going to bring the attack up too. I want it to be a little more spanky. Okay, we could go with some more compression. is scratching at the door to come in. Should I let him in? Salem! I'm gonna let him in. He's yelling at me. Come on, Salem. Come on. Come on. Salem, wait, Here. Let me see if I can pick him up real quick. Salem, come here. He's funny because he doesn't. Sometimes he likes being touched, other times he doesn't. He's walking away. Okay, he's too far now. It's all right. He'll get his time in the limelight soon enough. All right. I think that compression's probably fine. I mean, what if we brought up the attack a little more? What would that sound like? Yeah, we can bring that down a little more for sure. Cool! I like that. I am going to bring the gain down to match a little bit. Let's see. Cool. Okay, now we can get into the actual wah part. So FabFilter Volcano is by far the best filter to use for this kind of sound. Think, you know, Thundercat, wah kind of stuff. This is what he uses. Not this plugin necessarily. I think he actually uses an actual pedal. I forgot what the name of it is. It's like a Qtron or something like that by Electro Harmonics. But, you know, put this on the transient setting, and we can get a little more fine-tuned with that later. But raise the peak a pretty fair amount. Bring this down too. Maybe make the slope pretty steep. And we have to make this much more sensitive. That's a little too sensitive, I think. So I'll bring it back down. And what we can do is we can adjust this envelope a little bit. So if we want it to release a little bit slower, which I do. Sorry, I'm jamming, I'm having fun. Okay. I like, yeah, the attack needs to be way quicker. We could probably leave it about where it was. That sounds really good, honestly. And okay, so I'm really happy with that. And then I think I might want to run that through an amp. Just trying to think which one. I could run that through some archetype. You know what I just thought? Is I could be doing this whole preset in Corey Wong's archetype. It's got everything I need. But you know what? I'm just going to keep going where I am. Because, I mean, this sounds good too. Because Corey Wong's archetype plugin has everything that I would need to achieve this tone. And it would probably be much better because Corey Wong is kind of a funk guitarist anyway. It's got all the envelope filters and amps and stuff in there. But, you know, I think I'm just going to keep going with what I have here. You know, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have a little bit, have my own preset. You know, we could change the filter color a little bit. I mean, how would tube sound? It's feeding back, I think. Yeah, see, it feeds back because of the resonance. The resonance is so steep and whatnot, so adding that distortion is just going to make it feed back. Yep. Oh, that sounds kind of crazy. Yeah, it's feeding back. We don't want that. Yeah, no thanks. How would clean sound? Clean's not, shouldn't have anything. I want to offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is flexible and convenient. Order management panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. Go to dogehype.com. Thank you, Athletic Deem. I appreciate you. Appreciate the support out here. Appreciate. Oh, see, I just don't know why it's oscillating. I don't know why it's feeding back. Maybe if I brought the frequency up a little bit. Why is it feeding back? I don't understand. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know why. Oh, what? I didn't know that was a thing. What's to say? The auto mute self oscillation switch controls if self oscillation is muted when there is no input. Depending on the selected filter style, the filters can self oscillate with extreme peak settings. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Even when there is no input, if auto on the self oscillation is muted in that case to make sure. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Problem solved. So now I can get a little more creative with these different filter types. Let's go. Tube was sounding kind of nice. I'm not really liking that one. There was one, was it metal? Why? Makes me sad. Okay, that one's not going to work, I guess. Other thing I could do as well is I could actually tie this to the peak as well. Bring the peak down so when it's down here, it's all the way. And when we play it, that works. That was obviously too much, but, you know, I'm just testing it out. We could probably put it up a little more. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. I think, yeah, I just don't want the resonance too high when it's low. Okay, that works way better, huh? Yeah, that was my problem. Okay. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So now, that's pretty much it for like the main part of it. And that already actually sounds pretty good, just DI. I do like that actually quite a bit. The only other thing I might do is maybe here in Volcano, just add another high pass at, let's go, we'll do 24 dB. And we'll just bring that up to, you know, kind of where that one is, just to cut out anything below that frequency or amount. And yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. I think we'll click on this again, bring the peak up a little more. No, that was too much. It's doing that. We're doing a little too much for me. Alright. I'll bring it down just a tad more. So basically where we were before. Okay. Now, the only question is amps. Amp. What amp do I want to put on here? Yeah, let's turn the resonance. I'm actually going to just turn it down right here at the source. Maybe even bring the filter frequency down a little bit. I'll bring it back up a little bit. Sounds kind of crazy. Okay. I mean, I guess maybe an Ableton amp. I don't know. The Ableton amps sound kind of underwhelming to me. An Ableton amp with an Ableton cab. Maybe. Oh, I actually just thought. Analog Obsession has a really nice cab emulation called Cabin. Oh, that's the wrong one. Maybe let's try an Ableton amp with Cabin. That might sound nice. So yeah, on the clean setting of the amp. And obviously there's a little bit of overdrive going on here, so I'm gonna turn this down. And let's turn the bass up a lot. Turn the treble down a little bit. You know, another thing too is I could go in here to Cabin and actually move this away from the center to bring some of that treble down. You could bring the punch up a little bit. Actually sounding pretty good. Maybe make the cab a little bigger. What would that sound like? That should bring down some of those higher frequencies a little bit more. Maybe move the microphone away a little bit more. What would it sound like small? Yeah, I like it. Definitely like it bigger, for sure. That honestly already sounds pretty good. Maybe we could bring the bass down just a little bit more on the amp. Bring the mids up. Nah, too much for sure. feel like that sounds pretty good. Bring the treble up a little. And I liked it where it was, actually. Yeah, I'll bring the presence up a little bit more. Bring the gain down a little bit. It's still crunching a little bit where I don't want it to crunch. I dig that. I actually dig that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to group the amp and the cab together. And here on Volcano, what I'm going to do, this is where things start to get a little fun, as we start to use some macro controls. So when I open this preset up, I don't have to go in. So when I bring this audio effect rack down into Ableton, I won't have to go into each individual plugin and move stuff around. What I can do is I can map stuff from each of these plugins to macro knobs over here. I'm on Ableton 10, so I only get 8 macro knobs. I know in 11 you get more or less. I'm going to start mapping some parameters to these macro knobs. So when I open this audio effect rack up, I don't even have to look at any of the interfaces of these plugins. I can just hop right in, adjust stuff with the macro knobs, and boom, my tone's dialed in. It's really cool. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to configure the Volcano frequency as well as the Volcano peak. And that should probably be all I need for that. The Renaissance compression, I think I'm actually going to, leave that as is. Because the way the output gain works, the more you compress, the louder it gets in this particular plugin. So actually, I think sometimes I make exceptions for certain plugins mapping to macro knobs. Sometimes I don't map to the macro knobs just because, it's just more convenient, actually. Contradicting what I just said, sometimes it's more convenient to actually just open up the plugin interface and just mess with it that way. So I think that's what I'm going to do for this plugin, but I think I will map actually the attack of the compressor to a macro knob over here. And then the gate I will also map. So I think I'll go ahead and set the gate threshold here to macro knob number 1. And then I'll go ahead and map the compression attack to macro knob number 2. I'll go ahead and map the filter frequency to macro 3 and the filter resonance to macro 4. And I'll go ahead and actually map the entirety of this group of the amp and the cab to macro number 5. So now it's just an on-off switch. So when this is turned all the way down, the amp and the cab are off. You're just getting the DI signal, which I said that I liked. The DI signal still sounds really nice, but then when I flip this up past the halfway point, now the amp and cab is activated. I'm going for that, more organic guitar, mic'd up kind of sound. Now, if I want to have any parameters from the amp and the cab mapped to any of these macros, first I have to map the parameters to the macros of the group that the amp and the cab is in, and then I can map these macros to the main macros. It's just the way Ableton works. So, I don't know. Maybe let's see how... Definitely the amp makes things quieter. Now, is that something I could do? All right, there's an output in Analog Obsession. So I think what I'm going to do... I'm actually not going to map this to a macro. I think I'm actually just going to try and gain stage it. A little bit more gas on there. Bring it back down. A little bit more. Oh man, is this going to go all the way? Might even go... I know I'm clipping the input, I'm aware. I should probably not have done that. Oops. When designing this, but that's okay. Yep, I'm gonna jam the output up all the way. That's all right. Okay, let's go ahead and map. Maybe if I wanted to have a blend of the... What would this sound like if it was just going through the cab? Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, obviously it's really loud. I don't know, maybe if I just wanted to make the amp, you know, maybe bring up the bass, bring up the mids, bring up the treble. I don't know. And then what I can do is I can map each one of these to these macros. And then again, I mean, we're out of macros now, so I don't have any more room anyway. But again, you know, if I wanted to change the positioning of the cab, I think it would be more convenient to just go in here and move stuff around as is. But I think for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, do the EQ bands on the amp. And, you know, sometimes I like to get a little fancy with colors. You know, I like coloring my stuff in here just to make it look nice. What purple was that? Was it this one? Nope. What was this one? There we go. You know, a little bit of a lilac color, and then I'll go in here and match those with the same hue. Just something I like doing. I don't know. So there we go. And then I'll just go ahead and change that to amp, the name, just so I know. And by default, I actually think what I'm going to do, amp on off, is by default when I first open up the preset, I think I'm going to have the amp actually turned off, and I will make that orange. Actually, I'm going to make the filters orange, and maybe I'll make the amp on off kind of a peach color. The gate threshold can just stay what it is, and the attack would be like kind of a yellow. Let's do gate thresh, comp attack, filter frequency, and filter resonance. And I think by default, to make this work a little bit more with chords, I think again by default I'm going to bring it down. Because that's probably what I'm going to want to use it for most of the times. Is probably like rhythm stuff. So, you know. And of course I can bring it up way. I mean, then the filter is just effectively bypassed. Let's do this. We'll bring it up to 29 maybe. Let's turn the gain down on the guitar a little bit. A little more. So now, yeah, this basically... Where's that at? Okay, let's see where it was. So we're almost hitting 6. So now I'm just turning the volume pot down on my guitar to gain stage this chain more better. More better. More better. All right. A little too much compression. Let's bring that up some more. Not enough. A little bit more. So now I think we're clipping going into volcano. Oh, we definitely are. Okay, let's turn that down. We don't want that. Okay, now what this means is now the filter and the resonance are not as sensitive because that's the gain issue that's going in. So now I have to go back in here. This was totally avoidable if I'd have just gain staged it correctly at first, but now we have to make both these things more sensitive. You know, what's this do? What's this mean? What's this plus symbol? Oh, you can invert it. Interesting. Oh, I forgot my cat's still in here. Salem! Hi, Salem Wheelam. Just let me know when you want out, okay, bud? Can I turn both of these up in conjunction with one another? I don't think so. I think that's too fancy. We'll turn the frequency up. And that's way too sensitive. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't used Volcano a lot. All right, a little too sensitive still. Still way too sensitive. All right. So you see why I said this live stream might be boring, because it's just me fiddling with knobs the whole time. But I don't know, it might be interesting to someone. See, that's too much. Go back down. I'm aware I can always change this at a later date, but what I try to do when I create my own presets is to try and get them to sound as good as possible just in their initial state when you first slap it down on a track. Just, it should already sound good in an initial state. Very usable in that initial state. And then, of course, if you need to adjust for a particular song, then, of course, you can always, you know, go in and adjust, but, you know. Nice. Bring it down a little more. So then if I brought the filter frequency up a little bit more for, like, lead stuff, maybe. That's a little too much. Bring it down some more. Now I think the peak is a little too sensitive, so I think I'm going to turn it down approximately back where it was. A little too much, I think. That's way better, and then we'll bring it back down to the chords. Cool. So now that's gain staged better, and now I can turn the amp. So I think now what I need to do is turn the gain on the amp back up. Alright, let's go into cabin. Turn the output back down. Alright, there's some crunch. I don't want crunch. I want this to be pretty clean. Yeah, we'll just put it back in its initial. And turn the output down just a tad. That should probably be good. Yep, I like that. And we are done. That is our first preset of the live stream done. I finally made my wah guitar. Been meaning to do this for a long time. Wah guitar. And I'm gonna go ahead and close that up and save right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and save this session as well. Let's do Ableton. I'll just say sound design session 3523. All right, and then just clicked on save, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so there we go. There's our wah guitar. Finally made that happen. Been meaning to do that one for a long time. So now if we go into my user library, boom, wah guitar right there. So that's cool. Let's go ahead and move on to some other stuff. Maybe now, I can't think of any more like instrument stuff I want to do. So let's work on some drum loops, because percussion has been something I've been wanting to get a little bit more prepared with. Oh man. Was sitting on the edge of my chair that entire time, and that really hurt my butt. Okay. Oh, dude, that feels good. To just like be fully sitting on the chair. Wow, that hurt. That did not feel good. Okay. Let's see. So, something that I like to do a lot of times too is make my own samples. You know, maybe actually let's do some chord stuff. I can already think. You know, something that I've been wanting to do is record. So my mom has an upright piano, and I actually, oops, bumped the desk. I've recorded. I'll go back to the main scene because I'm going to be talking for a minute. I've actually been, my mom has an upright piano, and I actually have used it to record a few of my beats that I've posted. I think I used it to record Piano Room, which is a beat I have posted on SoundCloud. And I used it to record Piano, which is a beat on my beat tape, Long Valley Tapes. That's track 3. And man, I love recording that thing. It's a heck of a lot of fun. But that would be really weird to do with live streaming. I would have to set stuff up out in the room where the piano is, and that would just be kind of a pain in the ass. So I think what I'll do instead for now is let's use Keyscape. So I actually have to restart Ableton because I've mentioned this in a previous stream. All of my, I have Omnisphere and Keyscape. I got them both for free when I was working at Guitar Center. That was huge. But I have Keyscape and Omnisphere, and the sound banks for each of those plugins are like 140 gigabytes each, something like that. So, to save space on my local drive on my computer, I put all the sound banks on an external hard drive, which I know probably that means I can't use Keyscape and Omnisphere on the go, which I probably wouldn't want to anyway because they're CPU heavy. But anyway, I digress. I have all the sounds on an external hard drive, so whenever I want to use Keyscape or Omnisphere in the middle of making a beat, I have to like stop, restart Ableton, turn on my external hard drive, reopen Ableton, and then I can use either one of those plugins. It's not very intuitive the way I have it set up, and that's why I don't use Omnisphere and Keyscape so much, is because they're just so huge, and the way that you organize the files, you know, to save space on your computer is really awkward. I could just have my external hard drive on 24/7, but you know, I'm really paranoid about like the hard drive like dying, so I try, you know, in order to try and elongate its life as much as possible, I only turn it on when I'm using it. That might be worse for it, actually. I don't know, but you know, that's just how I am. So anyway, with all that rambling out of the way, oh man, the freaking hard drive isn't plugged in. The USB drive that I usually use to plug in the hard drive is being taken up by the USB port that I'm using to use this camera. So I gotta go free up a USB space. You know what? Hold on. Let me just put the stream on pause for a minute. Okay. I freed up a USB port. I got the hard drive plugged in. So let's go ahead and reopen Ableton. Is anyone watching? Just want to see. Got one viewer on Twitch. I'm assuming that is Chrono MTC. So if that's you, thanks for sticking around. I know this is not the most eventful stream, but I wanted to, just want to try something different. I don't know. I may not do a stream like this ever again. I just, I'm still new to it. I'm still trying new things out and experimenting, and the beat making streams haven't been going the way I've been wanting them to. So, just trying something a little new. Where is Keyscape? I cannot find it. There it is. Oh, I'm in the wrong session. Okay, now we're good. Open up Keyscape. It's going to ask me to locate the Steam folder. Once it loads, I might be putting my computer through too much. Oh, I think that worked. Oh, we're good. We're good. We're in. There's Keyscape. So now, oops. I don't really like that. Let's find. Oh, why am I? What? Let's find. It's only letting me scroll down on the mouse pad. It's not. There we go. Now it's letting me scroll. What is going on with the scroll wheel? Super glitchy. Let's go ahead and find the Rhodes clavinet wing upright. That looks interesting. Let's just do that one. That sounds really cool. So again, I don't know my way around the piano. Not a piano player at all. I like that dark. Or the studio, I mean. I think I'll just leave it on the studio. Let's see. That not work? There we go. What I might do is just play some chord progressions on the white keys and then transpose them. Transpose the MIDI. Let's just do that. That chord progression, we'll find another one. So we got some tape on here already, which is nice. We can turn the age up. What's that? Dark age. It's funny. There's a compressor on here, which I don't think I'm going to use. All this stuff, I don't need any of that. There's a little bit of EQ. I don't think I need the EQ. Don't think I'm going to use the reverb either. Everything's fine, honestly, in its initial state. This is kind of a generic chord progression. Ooh, that metronome's loud. Let's just play that in. Oh, I think that's it. I'll just use that loop. That's kind of nice. kind of nice, kind of nice. And what I can do with the magic of technology, the magic of Ableton. Is delete that, elongate these just a little bit, and let's transpose these to a different key because I don't want it to be in C. That sounds a little too generic. Maybe we could go a little lower. And maybe too low. What if we went up higher? What is that crap? What if we moved the root up an octave? No. Loop that. I don't know what that does. Excuse me. Let's maybe bump it up one more semitone. It's a nice progression. I like that. Let's get creative with some effects, maybe. Let's go ahead. It is a little boomy, I think. You know, let's go ahead and bring up some Pro Q3, our bestest friend. I know there is a built-in EQ within Keyscape, but you know, this obviously just gives you a lot more flexibility. Yeah. On this chord, get that little whomp. That little womp right there. Oops. Oops. The little womp that I'm not liking. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that and just turn that down a little bit. Yeah, that's right. Sounds way better to me, to my ears. Maybe just do a little bit of a boost up here. And we could also go in here and turn that frequency down a little bit. Sounds much better to me. And now what I want to do is I kind of want to lo-fi it up a little bit. I mean, I'm thinking to allow myself more flexibility in the future, I might just leave it dry like this. But, you know, I mean, what would it sound like with a Wolf compressor, for example? You know, like, let's just see what that would sound like. Bring the attack down. Yeah, I'm not really sure I like that. I like the warble. I do like the warble quite a bit. And actually what I think I might do is I might go here to the compression pump the age of the tape up a little bit. Nice. And I think I will add just a little bit of warble to it. I'll bring up Wow Control by Good Hertz. Great lo-fi plugin. I mean, a lot of Good Hertz stuff is. Bring that up a little bit, and I'll leave that at 15. And I like where it's at already. Just adding that little bit of extra warble to it. I'm also going to make these a little bit longer. Maybe not that long. Oh my god, I can't read. Who is that? Sucks Wave? Is that your name? Okay. Hello, brother. I only came to wish you a great career and whatever you are dedicating yourself to. You have to know that you are an example. Continue. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support. I really, really appreciate that. I love hearing those kind words. It really helps, you know. In this career path, there's a lot of doubt that goes on in one's mind. So, you know, it's really cool to, you know, get those little words of encouragement. So thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Your name is so small, I can't read it. I just want to go look at it for my own curiosity. Unbelievable. Okay, whatever. Oh, there it is. Yeah, sucks.wave. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna even this out a little more. There we go. And you know what? I am gonna put just a little bit of reverb on there. I'm gonna do the keyscape verb. A little bit of that. Nice. Still smiling at that comment. Thank you. Okay, I think we'll call that good. So there's a little piano. Oh, I don't want to freeze that note because I still want to do some more chord progressions with it. And let me put the BPM down on here too. This is 84 point. Well, you know, let me mess around with the BPM. It's a little too fast. Slow that down to 80 actually, and I'll do 80 BPM. Let's come up with some more chords. Some more chord progressions, I should say. There's one chord progression. It was a Kenny Beats beat battle. This one guy made a beat. Bum, bum. And it still sticks with me. Mm-mm. Wasn't that? I don't think it was that. Oh, got a nose itch. It's not the same, but I kind of like that. Let's record it. This bum 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 bum. It's 80. We'll leave it at 80. Uh-oh. Oh, my metronome's not on. Turn that down. It's so loud. Actually, where else could that go? What are some other chords I could add in there? Bum, 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 bum. Because the chord progression that I'm taking inspiration from has a bunch of different chords in it. It goes all over the place. Bum, 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 bum. Where else could that go? Bum bum bum, ba-dum bum bum. go to... Uh-oh. Okay, let's set the metronome. Oops. Let's do... I know you guys can't hear it. This is just for me. Oh, it's already on chord. I'm at 8th. Oops. Ooh, that's nice. See, this is why being bad at keys is fun, I guess, sometimes. As you hop across these happy little accidents. Okay, I think I got it. Let's go. Oops. Okay. Fuck. And this is where being bad at keys is bad. Yeah, let me do this so you can at least see the timeline. This is what I go through whenever I record a keyboard part. Because sometimes I want the human feel to it. Here's what I could do. I'm so stupid. Slow the BPM down. 60. I'm a genius. I totally flubbed up that last part. But here's what I can do. Is just do that. Punch in right there. Just do that. Oh man, I forgot it. There it is. Speed it back up to 80. There we go. Let's see how that sounds. Oh, that one's off. This one's off right here. Where is it? Okay, it's just back a little more. There we go. And I want this note to be this note to be a little quieter. This chord rushes a little bit, so I'm gonna just bring it forward. Oh, now it drags a little too much. There we go. And I want this note to carry through to that one a little more. So this one's weird because it actually starts on the 4. And has this come in, you know, a quarter note, half note before the 1. So it's not going to be a perfect loop. Well, Well, I mean, it could be. Just have to take note of the fact that this starts on the 4. Oops. See if we could find a way to loop that. There we go, yeah. There we go. It's a perfect loop. And I want this to staircase a little bit more. Oops, I'll do narrow. Nah. Yeah, I do like this one staircasing a little more. There we go. Yeah, that's a good loop right there. I'll just delete that. So this is virtually the same chord progression from that Kenny Beats Beat Battle. Very inspired by it. So now, I think I'm done with Keyscape for now. Let's just go ahead and do this. Make sure this is still starting on the 4. Got a little messed up here. We should probably do that. Yeah, actually. Bum, bum. Turn that velocity way down too. I don't know where it was. 11? A little late maybe. Oh, not coming in where I want it to. Needs to come in maybe more around this note. Nope, that's too... You know what? We'll just play it in. Click on this plus button at the top of the screen here. Here it is. There it is. Reconsolidate that. Make that hit a little softer too. And bring that one in a little bit more. And maybe have these two drag out a little. There we go. So just for, all right, what I'm going to do now, turn that off, and I'm going to freeze. Oh, hi, Salem. Cat's under my desk. I'm gonna freeze these. And just out of curiosity, you know, if we pitched it down audio-wise, ran that through some Wolf. Wanna go out, Salem? Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, I got you. Yeah, there you go. There he goes. So, you know, there you go. Get a little... Got a nice little chord progression there. Could maybe... Could even repitch. I don't know. Cool. Okay, so we'll go ahead and bring that back down to 80, and I'll go ahead and make a note here that this is 80 BPM as well. And let's go ahead and collect all and save. The only reason that took so goddamn long is because I suck at keys. That would have been way faster if I actually knew my way around a keyboard a little bit more. Let's do some drum loops. I think that's what I wanted to do. So let's bring up a drum rack, and let's turn both these off too, since we're not using them anymore. So what I like to do sometimes is find. Trying to think. Where I could get some kick drum samples. Let's just find some fun ones. Let's just go kick, and we'll just go all results, and we'll try and find something cool. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Maybe use this as a layer. That's really thumpy. That's nice. That's a really good kick. Okay, let's find a cool, let's find a clap. Could maybe use this and shorten it way up. Use the warping to do this, do that. Tune it down maybe. Find a snare. Vinyl snare could maybe be nice, and let me switch these because maybe that will be a layer. Eh. Jeez, man, my queue is so loud. It's kind of a nice one. All right, let's find a hi-hat. Could take a, put that on F. Could take maybe just like, maybe copy this over to G, and then maybe move this over to the open hat right here. Oh, oops. That's kind of nice. I dig that. What tempo is that? So let's just get the notes down, and then I'll do all the mixing and stuff. The metronome's going too fast. There's a good take in there somewhere. I think this third one. I don't know, I kind of like... Kind of like the fourth take, actually. I think that might actually be the best. What is this? This is 87.32. All right with that. So yeah, neither of those notes start on the grid, which is problem. Oh yeah, and it doesn't loop very nicely because these get a little... these could come a little later, I think. There we go. I dig that. All right, let's go ahead. Love the kick. Not too crazy about the snare right now, but I could try and pitch it. Add a little bit of snare buzz on there by Waves Factory, just to give it a little bit more of a snare-y kind of sound. Emulate the beads. Oh yeah, that sounds more like it. This is a great plugin. I like that. I like Studio 2. Nice. That sounds way better. I'm going to bring the kick up a little bit to about -6. There we go. And the snare. I'm going to bring, where is it hidden? The snare's a little quiet. Maybe. Bring it up. Not that loud. I think that sounds pretty good to me. Let's bring in the hi-hat. Give it another dB of gas. And I'm going to pan both of these over a little bit to the left. And let's just go ahead. Oh yeah, I wanted to take the kick layer, copy that MIDI up to that, and maybe even try doing the clap as well. Okay, which one's which? There we go, there's that clap. Sounds good. Those gel really nice. Let's go ahead and compress those a little bit. I'm trying to think of if I want to use any special type of compression. I mean, maybe like an 1176 maybe. Could give that a try. That's not going to go, is it? All right, fine, Ableton, fine. We'll go to Waves. Where's my 1176? Oh, it's CLA 76. That's why it's like that. think the snare is a little bit too loud for my liking. Snare. What? No. My mouse pad is not always very nice to me. Just a little bit of compression. Yeah, that really sounds nice, actually. Wow, yeah, that adds some beef to it for sure. Drum bus. Let's get it nice and crunchy, the way I like it. Oh, man. That sounds pretty freaking gnarly, dude. Might actually add just a little bit of bass boost to it. This is primarily hitting around 30, so we'll actually bring it down to about there. Oh, that's as low as it goes. I don't know, the bass is already pretty high, actually. Yeah, you know, actually I don't think it needs any. We'll add a little bit of this crunch to it. A little more boom bappy. Okay. Snare's a little too loud for me. Bring it down to about there. Alright, there we go. There's one drum loop. I think maybe we'll do one more. And then call it good for now. I know this. Okay, this ended up being a pretty boring ass stream. I'm probably not going to do this again. I just wanted to give it a try. I know I'm a broken record. I've said that a billion times by now, but this ended up being pretty boring, didn't it? I mean, it's fun for me. Very boom bappy kind of drum loop. Actually, I think I am going to go back up in here. Now that I gave my ears a little break, I do want this snare just a little louder. I'm gonna actually go up in here. Around maybe 3.5K. Just to round it out a little. Just a little teeny tiny dip there. Okay. All right. Oh God, that was really loud for me. Go ahead and freeze it for real. And yeah, let's just do one more drum loop maybe. Or maybe, I don't know, should I do like a preset or something? Or maybe I should... Now let's do another drum loop. I'm gonna click on save. Let's maybe do... I'm trying to think. Let's just do another drum loop. I'm gonna do it with Easy Drummer though. And I think I'm gonna do just do something like that. Really kind of a basic like little break beat maybe. These drums do sound really good. I want to deaden them up a little more though. Is it this oh, there's some more over here. Let me turn that ambience off. Wow, those sound really good. I'm gonna want to pitch this down maybe a little bit. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. What's this again? Keyboard shortcut for that is Control-Shift-F. Would you look at that? You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these to 8th notes just so it's easier for me to follow along. That was pretty good. That was... Except, yeah, these notes need to start on grid. Meaning this one needs to go back One more. And then these that can. Yeah, get rid of these. Ooh, that doesn't loop well at all. I think what I'll do is I'll maybe just quantize these just a little bit. Maybe let's just try 50%. Yeah, they're just a little early to where the loop doesn't sound good. Move that one back. That sounds pretty gosh darn good. I like where the pitch is at already, so let's just go ahead and actually I'm going to bounce. Or I mean the volumes. I like where the volumes are at for each individual drum. I'm going to go ahead and bounce this to audio and artificially pitch it down. Well, yeah. Because you can pitch the drums down in Easy Drummer, but I think I'm just going to do it with Ableton. Do one. This is interesting because this warping algorithm is kind of adding a cool graininess to it that I like. Let's go ahead and run that through. Let's run it through a little bit of Saturn. Probably some tape, yeah. Bring the dynamics down a little too. Not too much. Nice, that sounds really sweet. Let's go ahead and just run that through a little bit of RX 950. Oops. Where is it at? 0? Yeah. Nice. What if we added a little bit of vinyl crackle in there too? Let's go ahead and grab some RC 2020. Donde. Ah, there it is. It's right in front of my face. Let's go ahead and add it prior to the RX 950. I'm going to turn the EQ off. I'm going to turn everything off. All I want is the vinyl. What am I doing? Bring that up a little. Tone up a little bit. Bring the noise down. Alright, so this is before. And after. Sounds like an old breakbeat from a vinyl record. Got that little bit of vinyl in there. Might even, oh no, I'm going to leave it where it is. All right, so there's that. I'm going to group these and call this drum loop vinyl. Call that the bounce. The bounce, the bounce, the bounce. And I think that's going to do it for this stream. God damn, that was boring for people watching, I imagine. And I apologize for that. Well, no, I don't. I gotta stop being so apologetic. No, this was a killer stream. No, but that definitely was, you know, I think a little bit slower than I was hoping it would be. Again, I'm still feeling this out, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, yada, yada, yada. I think, you know, this was a good experiment, but I don't think it makes for good streaming content. I mean, maybe it does. If you think it does, let me know, and I'll do more of these, because, I mean, I have fun doing it. I mean, I'm sitting here making samples and stuff and presets, and I think it's fun and it's productive. This is stuff that I need to be doing anyway, so when I do sit down to make a beat, I have a lot more material to pull from, you know, a lot more stuff bookmarked, a lot more stuff created, whatever. So, you know, it's fun for me, but, you know, I can totally see how maybe this is something better left behind the scenes. But if you want me to do more streams like this, let me know and I will. But I think, you know, I think I'll go back to my normal beat making after this, or something else, if I think of something else in the meantime. I will try to stream again next. I think. Let me think. I think Thursday. I'll try to stream again on Thursday. I'll try to stream this Thursday and this Saturday. And maybe Sunday again next week from today. That's getting a little ahead of myself. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. I had a lot of fun. I don't know if you did. I'm sure no one's watching this boring stream, but you know, I'm just going to check really quick. Oh no, we got a couple viewers. One on YouTube, one on Twitch. That's dope. Yeah. If you want me to do more of these streams, let me know. I think they're fun. I don't know if it's good content for you guys to watch, but, you know, anyway, this was a lot slower than I thought. Next stream, I'll probably do some beat making or whatever else I think of and whatnot. Just trying to think if there's anything else that I want to mention. I think that's it. I think that's it for me. Well, my ears feel weird because I've had the headphones on for so long. I really I felt like there was something else I wanted to say before I got off, but I don't remember. Just thank you to anyone who tuned in. I appreciate each and every one of you that pop in, pop out, stick around, watch when these are archived. I'm really hoping to, you know, continue these streams and keep growing my fan base around these streams. This is a great way for me to get content out that still fits in my schedule, because the YouTube videos take so long to edit. Man, I really don't think I have anything else. Thank you for watching me do these samples and whatnot, and I will catch you guys in the next stream. Like I said, I'll probably aim to stream this upcoming Thursday. Don't know what time. I usually when I stream, I usually set days, but I don't really set the times, because it's just difficult for me to do that. All my days are different in some way or another. I usually schedule stuff out for each day. Just in my own personal life, I schedule stuff out for the day, but I don't set times, except for certain things, of course. But yeah, for the streams, I don't really have a set time. So just sometime on Thursday, and if you tune in for then, great. If not, that's all right, and catch me next time, and or watch these streams once they've been archived. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop the stream here, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Thank you so much for watching, if you did. And good night, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Good evening. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.